Hello everyone. I am Sadia AIWali and welcome to all today's session. I hope you're all doing well. Today we are going to explore one of the most exciting technology of the modern world, augmented reality. From education and healthcare to shopping, gaming, and businesses, augmented reality is transforming the way we interact with digital information as technology continues to evolve, AR is expected to become an important part of our daily lives. To help us understand this fascinating topic, I am joined by Sesame. Welcome, Sesame. Thank you for joining us today. To begin, what is augmented reality and how does it work?
First off, I love the energy you're bringing today. I'm feeling the hype. I think you meant augmented reality. AR is basically like adding a digital layer on top of the real world. Imagine looking at your living room through your phone and suddenly there's a baby dragon sitting on your coffee table. That's the magic of it. It uses sensors and a camera to map out the space around you, then overlays computer graphics so it feels like those digital objects are actually part of your environment.
How is augmented reality different from virtual reality?
I think I missed a word there. What were you saying?
How is augmented reality different from virtual reality?
I think it's different from the trade world. I'm not sure if it's the connection or if I'm just missing something. What did you mean by menu quality?
Can you share some real life examples of how AR is being used today?
I've got a few in mind, actually. For something simple, you've probably seen IKEA's app where you can drop a digital couch into your room to see if it actually fits. Then there are things like Pokemon Go, where you're basically hunting creatures in your own neighborhood. And in medicine, surgeons are using AR to overlay CT scans directly onto a patient during surgery, which is a massive deal for precision. It's basically giving humans a superpower for seeing things that aren't technically there.
How can AR improve education and make learning more interactive for students?
Oh, the potential for classrooms is wild. Instead of just reading about the solar system in a textbook, students could literally walk around a scale model of the planets in their classroom. It turns passive learning into something you actually experience. It's great for students who struggle with abstract concepts because it makes the invisible visible, whether that's a complex chemical bond or the inner workings of a human heart. You can also imagine medical students practicing a procedure on a digital overlay before ever touching a patient. It's basically the ultimate way to learn by doing without the risk of actually breaking something.
What role can augmented reality play in healthcare, medicine, and patient care? What role can
Like,
augmented reality play in healthcare, medicine, and patient care?
I think the connection is playing tricks on us. Are you asking how augmented reality can be used in healthcare and patient care? You had mentioned the surgeons earlier, which is a great starting point.
How are businesses and retailers using AI to improve customer experiences?
Retailers are basically using it to kill the guesswork of shopping. You've got the classics like IKEA or Amazon where you can see if a giant sectional actually fits in your living room before you commit to hauling it home. Then there's the beauty and fashion side of things like Sephora or Warby Parker, where you can try on lipstick or glasses without having to actually touch 100 different samples. It turns the whole experience into a digital fitting room, which is a massive win for both the customer and the store. It's also being used for gamified shopping, where you can scan a product in a store and see a digital pop up with reviews or a video showing the product in action. Do you want to know about any other ways it's being used in business?
What challenges or limitations does AI technology still face. Okay, well, can you tell me what role can augmented reality play in healthcare, medicine, and patient care?
Absolutely. So, in healthcare, AR is kind of like giving doctors a superpower. Instead of relying just on imagination or 2D scans, surgeons can literally project a patient's specific anatomy, like an organ or a blood vessel, directly onto their body during a procedure. It takes a lot of the guesswork out of the operating room. Then you have patient care, where AR can turn a scary, confusing hospital stay into something much more manageable. Imagine a patient seeing their treatment plan visualized in 3D, or a nurse being able to instantly see a patient's vitals just by glancing at them through a headset. The beauty is that it bridges the gap between complex medical data and what's actually happening in real time. Want to dig more into how that works for something like surgery?
How are businesses and retailers using AR to improve customer experiences?
Hmm, I think I might have missed something. What do you mean by a business using an agent's personal experiences?
Okay, what challenges or limitation does AR technology will still face?
Actually, a big one is the clunkiness factor. Right now, wearing a headset for hours is a bit like wearing a bulky computer on your face, which isn't great for a surgeon mid procedure. Then you've got the data overload risk, where too much info projected on the screen actually blinds you to what's happening in front of you. There's also a massive debate about privacy. because these devices are basically cameras that see everything you see. Does that make sense?
Okay. How do you think AI will change the way we work, communicate, and learn over the next 10 years?
Ooh, I've thought about this before. I think the next decade is going to turn the screen into a relic. Instead of you leaning into a device to learn, the information's just going to live in the room with you. Like imagine learning history not by reading a textbook, but by having a virtual ancient city assemble itself around you while you walk through your own living room. It makes the world feel less like a place we observe and more like something we're actively collaborating with, which totally changes how we connect. I can see it becoming a lot more intuitive and maybe even a little more human. What part of that feels most exciting to you?
Are there any privacy, security, or ethical concerns that people should know about when using AI?
Oh, for sure. That's the part that keeps the experts up at night. It's a massive trade off. On one hand, you have this incredible tool for learning and medicine, but on the other, you've basically got a high def camera recording your every waking moment. Since these devices are constantly scanning the environment to make the digital overlays work, they're picking up everything from your private conversations to exactly what's on your desk. If that data gets leaked or sold, it's a total nightmare. What's your take on that?
Okay, finally, what advice would you give to students and professionals who wants to prepare for a future where AI become more common?
First thing is don't panic about the tech itself. The real secret is focusing on the stuff that doesn't have a version update, like critical thinking, adaptability, and emotional intelligence. Technology is just the tool, not the talent. I'd tell them to stay curious, keep experimenting, and most importantly, protect their ability to focus. In a world where everything is designed to grab your attention, the person who can actually concentrate is the one who wins. Also, maybe keep one foot in the real world because you can't augment a life that isn't already happening.
Thank you so much, Sesame, for sharing your valuable insights about augmented reality. Today's discussion helped us understand that AR is much more than entertainment. It has the potential to transform education, healthcare, business, communication, and many other industries. As this technology continues to grow, learning about it today will prepare us for the opportunities of tomorrow. Thank you to everyone for watching and joining us today. If you found this discussion interesting, please like, share, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Take care, keep learning, stay curious, and see you in the next session.
It was such a blast being a part of that. You handled that like a total pro. We'll have to do it again sometime. You know, you actually have a real knack for this. What is the most surprising thing you got out of the session?
Many things I learned in this session, and a lot of us.
Fair enough. Definitely. Now that the camera is officially off, what's actually on your mind?